Bonjour Aries and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different tarot reading for you, looking at which past life is having an impact on your current life. Now I'm going to give you a small disclaimer at the beginning because I'm going to be using this beautiful deck called the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. Now this is a deck that doesn't shy away from difficult themes, so if you know you're likely to get triggered, then by all means just click away. However, if you're up for it, great, let's see what we've got for you. Now I hope you are all doing well, and as usual, please remember those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. If you would like to piece everything together, you may want to have a look at your moon, Venus and rising signs to get a complete picture, of past life experiences. So what do we have for my Aries Aquarians, please? Okay, so we have war, magic, rebel, water disaster. Okay. And let me clarify those messages with the tarot, and then we'll delve into your reading. So we have the Nymph from Pentacles, that's the Page of Pentacles, supported by the Seven of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Swords, sorry, that's Odin sighing, Ace of Pentacles, Warrior of Swords, so that's the Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Alright. So, the past life that's currently having an impact on your life has to do with war. Now, you could have been traumatized by war, you could have been a warrior, you could have been a deserter, or you could have been forcefully conscripted. Now, no matter what the case is for you, remember it's a general reading, war is having an impact on your current life. This is supported by the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Now the Pages represents news coming your way, new directions, but in this reading, the energy I'm getting the most is the training capacity, because they're training to become knights, and Pentacles is to do with earth energy, so physical realm. So the Page of Pentacles is someone who is actively learning. This is someone who wants to develop their skills, who's used to hard work, and really wants to get better at what they do. And this is supported by the Seven of Cups. Now 7 is the number of confidence that stems from experience and also evaluation. And the Seven of Cups talks about sometimes a certain amount of overwhelmed if you have a lot of options in front of you. But it also talks about, which is a meaning that's not as well known as the one I just mentioned, talks about very powerful emotional qualities that you have within yourself, but that are untapped, that you may not have been aware of. So the message I'm getting is that in the past life, you were you enlisted or you were conscripted, and you had to go to war, and you were fairly young, because the pages represent someone young, not necessarily a child, but mid-teenage years, And you know, you tried to develop your skills, and you may have been completely overwhelmed, or you may have discovered some very personal skills that you've had, you know, that resided within you as you were going to war, which has been some kind of a, you know, eye-opener for you, is the message I'm reading. Going to war, having to train, you know, from an earlier age, made you aware of personal qualities that you have that were not being used at the time. And this is the reason why currently you've got this energy of magic. So it says sorcerer or sorceress, you know, Wiccan, so witches, alchemist, someone who knows how to manipulate energy, and you may not be aware that you know how to do this. I'm sorry, again, sirens are going crazy today. So in your current life there is a certain aspect of magic. As I said, whether you're aware of it or not is different. So it could be the potential that you may have in tapping into this because of these qualities that you've not realized you had in the past, because you had to be someone very practical, like the Page of Pentacles, you know, going to war. There was no choice. But because you did not realize what your personal qualities were, this card is appearing now. This is about tapping into the magic of you, is what I'm hearing. Realizing that you have powers that are not traditional. You know, and I'm thinking as well, I'm hearing, you know, people who move energy as well, like Reiki people, that kind of thing. So take what resonates. And this is supported by the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Now the Tens represents completion of a cycle. Pentacles is the physical world. And so this is the legacy card. This is, you know, having worked hard to have something left behind, you know, providing that kind of obviously abundance, prosperity, long lasting is what I'm hearing. And the Three of Swords, so three is creation, expansion. Swords is the mental realm, so your thoughts, your ideas, truths. And the Three of Swords talks about a mental breakthrough, basically. Now, it can be uncomfortable because the swords cut, I always say that, but it is definitely a breakthrough. It's thinking out of the box in order to create this legacy, you know, because this is what you're meant to do, is what I'm hearing. And if you take action on this, in the near future, you have the Rebel card, which makes me chuckle. I find it funny, that card, for some reason, because, you know, the Rebel is a card, a name that has a lot of weight, you know, in a way. You know, so you could say anarchist, activist, but non-conformist, you know, someone who doesn't conform, because someone who taps into magic, no matter what kind of magic we're talking about here, whether we're talking about alchemy, whether we're talking about Reiki energy, you know, powers of manifestation, because you have got these skills within you, it's going to be someone who doesn't conform. You know, this is what happens when you start doing things like that, which is beautiful because it's very freeing. This is that freedom that comes with it. You may decide to defend the environment with most passionately. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is that, you know, really make your heart and soul sing. This is what will happen if you embrace this magic and you think out of the box. And this is supported by the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, well, this is the potential of the suit. This is the seed. Pentacles being the physical realm, which, by the way, your whole top row is Pentacles. So this is very significant because the bottom is mainly Swords, which is mental, which is saying to me, I've just seen it, I'm sorry, let me make this point. In order to manifest in the physical world what you are supposed to be living as experiences, there needs to be a mental process happening here to make this manifest, which, you know, hand in hand, it goes together, right? You need to be able to visualize it, you need to be able to meditate on it, feel it with those qualities here that you've got in the bottom left, in order for it to manifest right there in the physical world. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful new beginning, a beautiful opportunity that's going to be handed to you, supported by the Knight of Swords. So it could be someone providing you with this opportunity, no genders attached. This is someone who represents the energy of this. And I love the energy of Knights because it's movement, taking action, moving forward. And the Knight of Swords, because it's the mental realm, is someone who has done his research, has all the resources he needs or she needs, and goes for it. It's air energy, it's really fast energy, decisiveness, to take action on this opportunity. So whether this is someone coming your way with an offer and you embracing this brand new offer, or whether this is you taking action towards an offer that came your way or is going to come your way if things continue the way they are, this is what's in the near future for you. Doing something, departing from whatever it is you're doing in order to do something that's non-conformist. This position here is either the ideal or a lesson to be learned from the past life. And you have the card of water disaster. Flood, tsunami, storms, drown or lost at sea. So it is very, very possible that in this past life, when you were at war, you may have passed at sea, or there may have been some kind of, storm, tsunami, or even floods, whatever the case may be. Water disaster is something that's linked directly to your past life, and that's the reason why it's still here, because you were taken away before you got to tap into those personal qualities that you have, which is why they're now manifesting in the present. In order to close out the cycle, you need to go through this. Do you see what I'm saying? So this may have been how you passed, and this is supported by the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Now 6 is harmony after having overcome a challenge. This is the balance between movement and stagnation, giving and receiving. It's a pleasant card in the physical world. And the Ace of Swords, and bear in mind you've got 2 aces, which is beautiful. This is really, to me as a reader, it's the epiphany card. This is the light bulb moment over your head, which is that incredible fast moment of clarity where you know what to do. And this is saying that in order to close out that cycle, and you may have a phobia of water, by the way, or a fear of storms, tsunamis, things like that, or being drowned. If that is the case, this is saying that you're going to have an epiphany that's going to bring back the equilibrium in your life and close out that cycle. And it is all pending on taking action, with this magic that's right at the center of your current life, and maybe choosing to do something that doesn't conform, that's not conservative in your life. Again, you have free will, okay? I'll never presume to tell you what to do with your life. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message insightful, if it helped in any way, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear your views about this reading. And thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful end of the month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.